We made it.
It's here.
Yeah.
We have an empty apartment.
Yeah.
So we have to do something.
Yeah, the apartment's completely empty. So we have a little bit of a life update. Hannah and I have been living in Nashville for 8 years. We went to college here at Belmont. We met here. We became friends. And then we started dating here, got married here. And Nashville's been...
Our home.
Our home. I mean, it's our place, for a long time now. In March of 2020, right before the pandemic hit, we were in the process of buying a house. And we just felt like everything kept kind of falling through. It just felt like the universe was kind of telling us something. And, right before that, we had spent 2 weeks in Hawaii with Hannah's family for Christmas.
And we had gotten engaged just before that.
Yeah.
So we were on a high, all-time high.
We were running on a high. It blew me away. It kind of changed my perspective on the whole world because I was like, wow, there are places this beautiful. And it really kind of sent me into a funk for like 2 or 3 months after. Yeah. It sent me into a funk. And I remember having a particularly bad day at work. And, everybody has those. I had an incredible job, incredible colleagues, but, everybody has a bad day. And not everybody reacts the way I did, I guess. But I called her, and we were having a conversation, and she had had a tough day, too. And I just made the comment of, man, I just really want to quit my job and travel for a little while. To which she responded, oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
As really everyone should, or I imagine would. But
I was shocked.
I feel like mine was like kind of half-heartedly, like, oh yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd totally do that. But is that actually gonna happen?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah, and, it's... When I heard that, I was obviously very surprised. And then I realized, okay, well, this is a challenge. I accept your challenge. No, and so I got online and I started doing a little bit of research on people who travel full time. This was about a week before COVID broke out.
Yeah.
And obviously the pandemic threw curveball after curveball into our plans, and into everybody's plans.
And our wedding plans, too.
Into our wedding plans.
Because all of this happened right after we got engaged.
Yeah.
And we were planning a wedding while also kind of like exploring this world of travel that we knew nothing about.
Yeah. It was definitely a whirlwind of a time.
It was hard to plan.
It was a crazy time.
But I think at the beginning, too, we were very much like, oh, by February, we should be fine. No one knew what was going to happen or what it was going to look like. So we kept planning as usual. And once we decided, like, yeah, this travel thing is something we really want to do and something we really want to pursue, we were like, this would make for a great honeymoon. Let's not plan a honeymoon and we'll just go travel and that'll be our honeymoon. So our original plan was to leave right after the wedding. We were also planning on going to Asia first, which was immediately knocked out.
Yeah, it was knocked out pretty quick, which was like devastating to me because I really wanted to go to Asia, and I still do. At that time, we actually made the decision, okay, we'll postpone Asia. We'll start in South America. It's not too far away.
Yeah.
We'll be able to kind of, it'll definitely be a culture shock in places. But we'll be able to go ahead and, get our feet wet. And the further along we got, we realized, okay, I don't think these countries are coming off the red list.
So at that point, we had already extended to when we were going to leave.
Yeah.
So we were like, February's out. February 2021 is out. Let's do June 2021.
Yeah.
And then things still progressed, and we were looking at the red list for countries to get back to the U.S. if anything should happen that we needed to immediately come home. A lot of the countries in South America were just not an option at that time.
Yeah, we would have had to come back home and quarantine for 2 weeks in like a government hotel, and we were like, we can't really afford 2 weeks in a government hotel. So we
continued to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
And continued to plan as we needed to, and we decided Europe was the next best bet, and in order to go to Europe, we needed to save more money, which meant moving the leave date yet again.
Well, and we also moved it for our friend's wedding. We had a bunch of weddings this year. These were things we really felt like we could not miss out on. So we decided, okay, we're going to go ahead and postpone our trip till December and leave December after Christmas. That way we have the holidays, we have all of these big events with our friends that we're not going to miss. And it allowed us more time to save. That was one thing that was a big topic of discussion early on when we started planning this, is how are we going to afford it? We, aggressively saved for 19 months
We moved into a cheap apartment. We
Yeah.
made our expenses very low.
And we made a lot of sacrifices, not as crazy as you'd think. But
It could have been worse.
it could have, yeah, we could have done it even more. That
Yeah.
would have put more strain on our lives.
Yeah.
I almost just spilled my cup of coffee. Yeah, and we still had fun in the
We
last
still
year.
had fun. We went out
went
with
to Colorado.
friends.
We went to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, we went on a few trips and
But we did them affordably. I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, we've been saving and saving and saving, and we finally gotten to the point to where I don't know if you can tell, but our apartment's extremely
echoey.
bare. Yeah, we have 2 camping chairs, an IKEA chair, and 2 air mattresses. It's finally here.
yeah.
It's crazy. And the reason we're filming this is because we decided, well, if we're going to do all this, we might as well document it somehow. So we figured we'd start a YouTube channel and vlog what we do. And if people tune in, man, that's awesome. And if they don't, that's totally cool
Yeah.
too.
And I think this allows us to really embrace all of the things that we did, whether it be just walking down a certain street or a meal that we had that might have been overlooked in the memory box of Hannah and Trey.
Yeah.
And also like share it with anybody that wants to learn more about travel and what we're doing and where we're going, what we're seeing.
Nothing would be cooler to us than having people come in and see us, or, people
Reach out with an idea that they think would be really cool that we should do.
Yeah, we're totally open to as many ideas as possible. We're just trying to do as much as we can while we're out there, because we're going to be spending a year in Europe. We're on the road, dude.
Yeah.
We have a flight to New York on the 28th.
Yeah.
And then we have a red-eye, which is an overnight flight from New York to Madrid. Thankfully, shout out to Dan and Justine, by the way.
Yes.
They,
and Marie.
And Marie.
The MVP.
The Queen Marie. Yeah, they're letting us stay in their apartment while they're out of town in New York.
It feels surreal.
It's
and we're
very
definitely we're definitely excited. We're definitely scared. And what our life is gonna look like in 2 weeks is incredible.
Where we're going to be mentally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we won't have an apartment. We won't have our space.
We're going to be traveling every Monday. So every single Monday we go from one place to another, obviously. I guess that's how you travel. One place to another. Sheesh.
We're still new at this whole thing.
Yeah, we're still very new. And we're going to be going to a bunch of different places right now. We've got about 6 weeks planned.
Yeah.
We got some cool things scheduled. We've got dinner reservations at the oldest restaurant in the world in Madrid. We've
Shout
got
out Kenzie Mashke.
Yeah, shout out
out.
Kenzie Mashke for donating to that little fund during our wedding. We've also got tickets to a Barcelona match against Atletico Madrid in Barcelona at the Camp Nou or Camp Nou, however you say it. It's going to be cool, regardless of how it's pronounced. It's going to be cool. I mean, we're going to try and embed ourselves in these communities as much as we can in the span of a week and experience how other people live, honestly. Because, we're very comfortable in our lives, and we've got great lives. We've got great people around us.
We're very blessed.
Very, very fortunate.
Very blessed.
There are all kinds of ways that other people live. Kind of sidebar, senior year, when we were just friends, we had a professor at Belmont named Dr. Chin. On our last day, he asked everyone that was a senior to hang back after class, so we stuck around. He asked us, he was like, I know you guys are off to different things, whether it be grad school, whether it be,
The workforce.
law school, the workforce, whatever you're intending to do post-grad. He's like, I just really encourage you and I challenge you to pursue a life full of learning. It stuck with both of us.
Yeah.
And
we talk about it a lot.
We talk about that speech a lot. I don't remember what he said, but Ted Lasso says it well, where he's like, always be curious, not judgmental. And Dr. Chin, to the same effect, said that. But that was something that I took to heart. And I was like, okay. And I feel like we're going to really be able to do that and live through those words while we're gone, where we really want to learn how other people live and see what things are like in other places and be a little curious and just, have an open mind. So,
and learn and do fun and
crazy
things
yeah.
and eat good food and do all of the things along the way.
Hopefully eat good food. Eat good food when
food.
we can afford it.
Yeah, eat good food. Well, different food even.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be
like
super
mofongo
expensive.
in Puerto Rico.
Just
that I ate
experience different
like 5
things.
times. I
Yeah.
ate so much mofongo while we were down there. we'd love, like I said, we're bringing a camera. We have a drone. We have a GoPro. And we started a YouTube channel. It's called Probably Lost. So we'd love for you to, like this video, subscribe, comment. Let us know.
Share.
Yeah, all the cliche things that people say on YouTube. But no, we really do want to hear from people. Let us know what you think are cool things to do. We're going to be in Madeira. We're going to be in Madrid, Malaga, Athens, Porto, Lisbon. Those are the first 5-6 weeks. Malta.
Yeah.
We're gonna be all over the place. It's gonna be a whirlwind for the first month. So if you have any suggestions as to what to do, please let us know.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're very excited, and we hope that you'll.
But excited.
Yeah, we hope that you'll tune in and see this crazy ride that we assume it's gonna be crazy. It might just be boring. I don't know. Who knows? I can't imagine it'd be boring.
With us, nothing is ever boring.
Nothing is ever boring.
We always bring
always find
adventure.
a way to bring the adventure in. Goodness gracious. Yeah, so it's gonna be cool. So tune in
and see where we go.
Yeah, and I guess our next video we'll be moving and shaking.
We'll be on our way to Madrid.
Yeah. So, all right. I don't know how to close these things off, so we're just gonna say bye.
Bye.